got an update on the Deshaun Watson case. Yesterday we made a video about it. I'll link that in the description down below for you guys to go check out. There's been a third civil lawsuit filed against Deshaun Watson. Now I just want to mention the previous two that we mentioned yesterday were related to two separate incidents, which included him having it was like civil assault against his massage therapist. This one's different though. This third one, it has something to do with sexually assaulting him. I guess they're accusing him of wanting to forcefully have sex with a massage therapist back in December of 2020. And this article was written by Sarah Barship, who was an ESPN staff writer. So, Mario, I'm just going to start off with this 'cause there's not much to say like there was yesterday. I'm just going to basically recap um what went on yesterday, and also we made a video about it, so go check that one out too. But basically, I guess what happened with the first two was that um he was like inappropriate behavior. I guess something was said. That could mean anything, but this one's different. Now there's actually a sexual assault case, which I want to bring up to you guys. All three of them are accusations. They're not actually like legit case. Like they're not like fully proven cases. They're just accusations. So we don't know if he did it or if he did do it. So that's why I wanted to bring that up because you gotta look at it on both sides. Like I said yesterday, if Deshaun did do this, shame on him. You're an NFL quarterback. You know better than that. But if this is just a lawsuit to further make Deshaun Watson's life a living hell in Houston, shame on them too. But a lot of people, and I actually read something about this on someone's Facebook earlier today, and he was like, "Oh, this is just bad timing. He wants out of Houston, and now this is what's going to happen." Now, obviously, I can understand where he's coming from, but you also got to remember, yeah, this happened a little. Some of these allegations or alleged things happened a little over a year ago, and I understand that. Some people do think that's very bad timing. But you also got to remember when something like that happens to a woman, that's very traumatic. Sometimes it takes them years and years and years to finally speak out about it. Some people speak out. Some women speak out about it immediately. Everybody reacts to something different. You know what I mean? It takes a while for someone for when something traumatic happens to someone, it takes them a while to speak out about it. So it could not be the fact of the timing. It could be the fact that now they're brave enough to even step up and say something about it. And I do understand the other side too. Some people think it's bad timing and that it's fake, but we don't. I can't tell you for sure which one it is because that's at this point that's something for the court to decide. That's something for the court to come out with the evidence and prove whether or not he did it or he didn't do it. That's why I look at it on both sides because we don't know. I can't tell you for sure. But with that being said, before I give it on to you, Mario, I just want to end by saying, I'm not going to wish anybody the best of luck, but I will say, if Deshaun Watson did do it, you guys got to make the right decision. I don't know how many times I got to sit up here and tell you guys this. It's just getting old. But if he didn't do it, and this was a false case, y'all got to chill out, man. Y'all got to chill out with that. False cases aren't cool. And I know raping someone or sexually assaulting someone, that's not cool. But it's even, in my opinion, sometimes it's a little bit worse when you just falsely accuse someone of it because not only did you ruin their life, but it's a lose lose situation if one or the other. But with that being said, if this did happen, I do hope justice is served if it needs to be, and I'll give it on to you now, Mario.
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, I agree with almost everything you said except for that last part. I don't think there's honestly, I think being raped is one of the worst crimes, and even if somebody falsely accuses them, I still
No, I
think being
said
raped.
I said it was just as bad.
Well, whatever the case is, I disagree with that too. I think like obviously it's damaging someone's reputation is pretty bad, but like when you go through a traumatic experience like that, it's just I don't think there's anything that could top it. But going to the actual topic, yeah, this is the third lawsuit that Deshaun Watson is going against him, and obviously it's like the numbers game now. It's like a bunch of women are coming out and speaking about what like Deshaun Watson has done in quotation marks done, but again, there's not really any proof to prove that he's done it yet. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm not saying that he did. But that information still has to come. What I'm saying is, it's just it's not looking too good. And football wise, it's not looking too good for him neither because now I think his value is starting to decline more and more as this stuff comes out. He has a big contract. So so it's gonna be hard enough to even pay that contract off for a team. B, how you gonna like how are people gonna take you with these accusations coming out? So until they prove, so I'm gonna be honest. In order for justice to be served for both of them, whether it's for one or the other, whether it's the women or Deshaun Watson, they need to prove this, because in order for the woman to get their justice, if he did it, they need to prove that he did do it. And in order for Deshaun Watson to get his justice and to be treated fairly by the NFL, he needs to prove he there needs to be proof that he did not do it. You know, so it's going to be a very, very tough case. Honestly, if they don't find evidence, that I feel like this case is just gonna blow over. I feel like Deshaun Watson's still going to stay in Houston. You know that, because if they can't get evidence, there's really nothing you could do. You know, unfortunately, there's really nothing you could do. So it'll probably, so if that's the case, if they don't get evidence, it's probably just going to blow over, and he's going to probably stay in Houston, because I can't see nobody picking up that contract and then trading for him, considering the fact of what he was accused of doing. And as for the woman, like you said, if women or anybody falsely accuses people of a crime that they did not commit, that's a shame on them too, because you're destroying somebody's life. But I'm gonna say this right now: I don't think there was a crime worse than rape. I really don't. I don't. I think the experience, like, it's a traumatic experience for a lot of people, I would assume. You know, I can't say I feel for them because I never been put in that experience, but I
Right.
know that for sure it's a traumatic experience. Um, but accusing people of it is not good neither. I agree with you. I don't think it's just as worse, but I don't think it's great neither. I don't think accusing people of something of falsely of doing something that they never done. I don't think that's right either. So we don't know whether it's a false accusation or a true accusation. We don't know. So when the news comes out, the updates come out, and when we get more updates on Deshaun Watson, we will definitely post it. But look, man, I'm going to be honest. For the NFL, like for Deshaun Watson's NFL career, it looks like he's going to be staying in Houston, because I cannot see somebody picking him up after these accusations. Because whether they're true or false, unless they're going to be proven false, I can't see anybody picking him up. So I think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna stay in Houston. And I mean, with that being said, I'm not gonna wish nobody best of luck neither, because we don't know who's right and who's wrong in this case. So I just want to say, I hope justice is served for whoever deserves justice.